Hi students, today it will be a very simple lesson, basically for us to learn about interpretation of graphs, or in terms of a bar graph, column graphs, and also pie chart. And then after that, we're going to do a simple activity on how to convert a column graph into a pie chart. Okay, let's start. Okay, you're given on page 112, you're given a diagram, which have information for Hilltop Primary, Greenway Primary, and Binga Primary. So, a few questions I'd like to ask you. Okay, you may want to ponder over it. Okay, from this graph, are we able to tell how much money was collected by each school? So it's meant to be like a fundraising event. And are we able to know how much is being collected by each of the school? Okay, I'll leave it for you to answer. What about this question? Which activity raised the most money in the school? Are we able to find that information? Which activity raised the most money in each school? Yeah, seems like it's possible, isn't it? Just by looking for the pie chart, you look at the biggest sector, and for the Greenway column graph, you look at the bar with the highest reading, and of course for Binga Primary, you look at the bar that has the longest representation, isn't it? Right? Then are we able to also rank the money collected from each of the activity in each school? So by looking at each school, are we able to rank those activities in terms of the money collected, let's say from the highest to the lowest? Are we able to do that too for each of the chart? Okay, good. So with this information, you need to answer the question. Do read the question carefully because the demands are quite different from question to question. I'm just giving you some examples like were pony rides the least successful at all school? So in order for us to say it is yes, okay, if it's true, then pony rides must be the least successful in all the school. Okay, so you got to look at the first one, Hilltop. Seems like pony ride is not a very popular event activity, isn't it? At Hilltop. What about Greenway? Seems like it's all right because it seems like Kicks is the one that is least favored, isn't it, for Greenway? So even for Binga, okay, seems like Kicks is also the least uh, favored. Okay, so it's not very true. It's not true, isn't it? This statement. What about another one? They say which was more successful? Okay, it must be at Greenway. Look at Greenway. Which was more successful, craft or pony rides? So from Greenway, this information you got to tell me is craft or pony rides more successful. So you have to determine that. Okay, moving down. And then now we have, let's say another activity here. Say which activity at Greenway Primary, again Greenway, raised 3 times as much as the craft store. So craft store is here. So which activity actually raised 3 times of this? Oh, the saving grace is this marker here. Very important. 3 times as much. So is it pony rides? Is it raffle, draws? Is it cakes? Or is it auction? Think carefully. 3 times as much. Okay, write down the answer. And the last activity that you need to do is to complete a pie chart for me with this information. So what you need to do is to convert this into a pie chart. Okay, you may want to pause the video, copy down all the values for each of the fruit, like apple is 30, orange is 90 people, pears you have 15, grapes you have 15, and bananas you have 30 people. So this was a survey done to the Navigate students. Okay, so I want you to create a pie chart accordingly. Okay, pause the video and complete the graph. So you should have something like this. Okay, you should be done something like this. So first you go write down all the fruits: oranges, pears, grapes, and bananas. Okay. So the value were 9, 30, 90, 15, 15, and 30. And then from here, to get the pie chart, select all the information that you need. Go to Insert, Pie Chart, 2-dimension. So that's not all. You still need to give a heading. Okay, the heading is favorite fruits of navigate students. Okay, and then from here, I think we need to add some values to it, isn't it? Okay, because there's no value. So data label. So okay. So the legend is there, which is good. So seems like it's a perfect graph, isn't it? So now you can see, okay, banana is the blue part here, grapes is the lighter one, pear is 30, orange is 90, apple is the dark blue one, yep, 30. Okay, isn't it? That's all you need to do. So not a difficult task, okay? So I hope all of you learn a new skill today. Okay, if you have any issue, drop me a note on Teams or direct message. Bye.